And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Odie is in the house this morning. Friday is officially here.
Yes,
it is
it
Christmas parade weekend.
They're everywhere.
Tonight, Decatur is getting ready for theirs. We'll also have Marion having their Christmas parade, and we'll show you the route here in a little bit. Kind of the same route that we have coming up for Meridian. 8th Street.
Same thing. Yep.
Between 8th and 9th
25th.
Street. Yes, where we all got to be.
25th Avenue.
So everybody write that down.
That goes down to 8th.
You know where to be tomorrow?
Down to 23rd. Then we make the loop.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, Marion's is it's a confusion one. It's just straight down the road.
That'll really mess you
They
up
only
there.
got the two.
You line up on one, make a hard left, and you're in the parade route.
You can look for the Newton County Sheriff's Department right by the big tank-looking thing. That's where they'll be. You won't be able to miss them.
The big tank-looking thing.
What do you call that? The MRAP?
Water tank.
45.
MRAP? Is that what you call it?
The Oh, yeah. Oh, tank. The driving tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, the NRAP.
On Highway 15. in
Yeah.
Decatur.
Yeah.
Going to start it by the church.
Yeah.
They're all
we're in
excited.
Decatur, not- Yeah.
Santa Claus is coming to town. I am with the excitement about that.
Are we ready
For what we do?
for Santa Claus?
Oh, I am. I've been good all year. Have y'all? This is. How come everybody's
got noise in the
laughing?
background. Anybody that posts a 53-1 score,
How
are you sure Santa Claus isn't watching you?
Whoa. How did anybody get mad at me over that?
I don't know. That's a
I
good
was.
question.
Let me just go over here and show y'all this.
Y'all hang tight. Here it is again.
This was sent. I had look. I don't play basketball. I was not a coach, and I just simply showed the score, and scores of people got angry about that.
So you were busy in English
It's a
class.
basketball school.
It's 50. And
Where
I
is
guess
that?
I shouldn't say the score, but folks, that's what happened.
It's local, and commissioners, sometimes people don't like Scotty Ray. because
They
of
got
things like this.
kind of bent out of shape over that. And now the boys actually won that. The Northwest boys won that.
Did you
over-
post that?
Yes, I
scoreboard?
sure
Okay,
did.
Good. Progress.
Yeah, much later.
Like this morning.
Scared
So-
to post another game last
You know,
night. wasn't you?
we've never really on our end of media covered a lot of sports. This may be why people they throw rocks at you. How do you determine the outscore game when it's okay to say that somebody lost?
Were you the umpire?
Nope, had nothing to do with it. But this is just, and let me just be frank with everybody. It's just that's how life works. You're going to have a winner, you're going to have a loser, and we all have to. Well, you'd have to accept it.
Well, we've got to get back to having winners and losers.
Yeah,
We kind of left that situation.
but it was not intended to poke fun at anybody. It was just simply a score. Well, as we get this down to where we had him for a guest for a moment just a moment ago, Julia was up early, y'all.
Yeah.
She flew by all the crime that was going in. She guided him in. She got him here safely. Willie is in good shape, and he's back to visit with us. Willie, how in the world are you doing today?
Scott, I'm doing fantastic.
Now, this is Willie Simmons, for those. I didn't put his last name on that.
Commissioner.
Transportation Commissioner.
We do have to say that in front of that,
Yeah.
Commissioner.
He's not only our Transportation Commissioner, the two other commissioners from the North and South voted, and he's chairman of their, what do you call it, board, committee? Commission.
Well,
yeah.
the other districts are just jealous because they don't have him running everything on their end. Let's just go ahead.
I'm commissioner,
There you are.
former senator, but you can call me Willie.
I love
There's a
that.
backstory to that.
One of your favorite songs.
It is. Call me Willie. We're so glad to have you a part of the show this morning. As we done a recap just a little bit ago, you were a little bit of everywhere yesterday, and let's talk about some accomplishments that has gone on in the Meridian area that probably 99.9% wouldn't have happened if you hadn't have been leading the
Exactly.
charge of getting this done for our area. Let's go over a few of those things. You have been driving along and noticed there's light?
Well, it's kind of funny that we're here this morning, and I'm sitting as a guest of Julie, because the very first project after becoming commissioner, even doing when I was campaigning, that I was approached about for the Meridian area was the Interstate 20 and 59, the lighted situation, and enhancing that particular area with cameras and the whole works. And it was Julie who brought it to me during the campaign season.
It looked like we didn't pay our light bill.
She walks up and she say, "Who are you?" And I said, "I'm Willie Simmons, candidate." Went on, and a few weeks later, when we were in another setting, she brought the mail and she said, "This is what we want to make happen." And giving thanks to my colleagues, the other two commissioners, and the staff, we were able to put together what we call the building design project, and cost about $24 million to do it.
Right.
But we put everything up except the cameras, and we're going to come back in another phase and work towards completing that. So that was a project that was done, and partially because of Julie's work and interest with
She's
with the city.
tough, and we all know that. And as you bring that up, as you mentioned the first time you met Julie, I can still remember the first time I met her. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. I could see her. I could see her coming across the room, and she had that sway and had that look on her face.
Very
and I thought,
intimidating.
ooh.
She didn't like
This is
you at
not
that
supposed to be about me.
Well, I was just reminiscing as he brought up his first time of meeting you. It scared me to death. I'm not
not
gonna lie,
scary.
Julie.
No, I like to ask candidates if they would do certain things, and he messed up and told me that he would and gave me his cell phone number. And I
That's
think
where it
he's
went
considered filing a restraining order a couple of times. But anyways, he's done a lot of other projects too that we need to talk about. Highway 39, the work out there is good. Highway 19 North, 22nd Avenue. Oh yeah, you're a big part of Cedar Ward Parkway, 22nd Avenue. That was a big impact.
Cedar Ward actually was the second project that we did, and that was an LPA TAP grant. Not only we do sidewalks, but we also enhanced the street coming off of the interstate, and with the 3-foot hotel being put up at the same time, was very a good introduction to Meridian. And when we complete the entire process, it's going to be an entryway as well as a gateway, so to speak, to the downtown area. And you, Scotty, spent time with me. You and I walking up and down the bridge during the campaign season last year.
Well, now he walked up and back down.
But as we were talking about projects, I wanted to point this out. Since that project on Highway 39 has taken place, y'all realize there has not been one major wreck there at Dairy Queen since that was done?
That was a major. I remember your staff
Yep.
coming to me and saying, "Look, this is one of our highest crash areas in the state of Mississippi," and they went and put all those J turns in, and everybody was up in arms.
Yep.
You know, we were ruining everything, and nobody was.
worked.
And it's been great, and in my opinion.
But,
and you're the crash
I'm
expert.
there every day. There has not been one there. Now, there's been some people that want to remove the light pole over at Dairy Queen, but had nothing to do with the J turn.
Well, we are going through some changes and doing some different things at our intersection. J turns,
They work.
turnabout rounds. Also, we're now getting ready to start doing another piece we call a T-Green project.
Yeah, I don't know what that
which
means.
will enhance movement of traffic. Now, changing drivers' attitude and mindset about those kinds of initiatives is very important because they don't really see where it's going to be beneficial. But we're doing those things in many cases, getting rid of a traffic light and putting in a J-turn or roundabout can enhance and improve safety more so than the traffic light, because traffic light does not guarantee you that you're not going to have accidents.
That's
Not
right.
nowadays. People don't know what the red light stands for.
Yeah.
They
Well,
just
you
keep
have
going.
folks who have a tendency to want to run traffic lights. Or
Yes.
they want to run
Let me ask this one. Say that right now you're in a small community that you're a part of, or maybe not even in your district, but you're hearing this about the J turns and the wrecks that happen, and your community has a place that is prone to have wrecks. How do they get in touch with? How do they go about the process of getting in touch with someone to maybe have that fixed, to get rid of a red light, to make this to where there's less wrecks in their community? Where do you begin? Who do you go to reach your office to where this would get taken care of?
You can contact me directly, or you can call our office. And in many cases, you call folks like you and or Julie or the Senator Tate. and they'll reach out to me. What we do after that is we always need to do the research. So we will put our staff on it, the engineers, they do the studies, traffic study, to determine what would be the best approach. Because we don't just go out simply because there was an accident and say we're going to put up a traffic light.
Right.
But we will go and do the research, and then based upon the number of accidents and the traffic flow, we'll come to a conclusion internally as to what's the best approach, and then we'll proceed with.
I think one of the first examples that I saw of this that it truly worked, and we don't have Anthony sitting here with us, was Clark County.
Right there at the line. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Greg knows
That J
45 and
That's
145.
a J turn,
That
right?
was
Yeah.
terrible. Yes.
And I remember him saying, "Well, this is going to cost like $60,000 to do all this." And I don't know, ain't no way that could cost.
Yeah.
But it does by the time you get your son and the
do.
lives that it has saved there.
Yeah.
There's
Lord,
Greg.
there's Greg. Look, sideways, but he'll be all right.
Oh, goodness.
Look at him.
Well, when you put
I'm going to go back and get a still shot of that. It might turn into a cutout. You know what I mean? One of those life-size cutouts.
Looks like
You
he's
go ahead.
riding the broom with you, doesn't it?
when you go in and you install those safety features, sometimes we'll put a sensor traffic light in, and they can be very costly. So it can cost a few dollars, but $100,000 is a lot of money
It is.
for some individuals. But when we look at the safety aspect of it, investing $100,000 to save accidents and lives, it's not a lot of money.
That's
Well,
right.
this day and time, let's be honest, that's one car. I am not
Well-
far from the mark on that, y'all.
You know, the taxpayers spent $100,000 to make that happen. But because they spent that to make it happen, it turns out that all the taxpayers are actually saving money on their car insurance because you've got less wrecks. So it was an investment that is paying out in the long run. You're actually saving money by investing in your safe roads. And because of Commissioner Willie, we're getting that done around here.
Now, what's our next project that we got working here?
Well, let me take one is not directly in Lauderdale County per se, but it impacts Lauderdale County
He's got
tremendously.
years outside of
And
Lauderdale County.
that's Highway 19,
Yeah.
going into Philadelphia. That 4-lane project has been out there forever and ever. It was put on hold. We have now finished the area up to Tucker, and we have let the last phase of it. So it's going to be 4-lane all the way into Meridian, back up to Philadelphia, which is going to enhance safety and travel
Well, we can't.
coming in and out of Meridian and into Philadelphia.
The lives that have been lost on Highway 19 through the years. I can remember as a little boy. I grew up in Scuba, Mississippi. I'm sure you know where that is. It was a guy that was in our church. He was a little bit older than me, Joe Harper. I can remember him being killed on Highway 19. There's like one place that you can pass, and if it's foggy, if there's rainy conditions, a lice is lost. And boy, this is going to be just major change for us in our area to have that road fixed like that.
Mm-hmm. Highway 80, we're getting ready to do 4 bridges on Highway 80 between, what's the community right outside of Meridian?
Chunky.
Chunky,
Chunky,
too. Yep.
in the next community.
We're not going to say how they got the name.
Don't talk about
But
Odie's exes.
Highway 80 is going to see some improvements with 4 bridges being replaced on Highway 80. That's going to be big and huge for that, because we're also seeing a lot of log trucks and other trucks that's moving, and many of our bridges are posted and or have deficiency. So we're working towards trying to get those bridges taken care of, as well as working with the legislators to encourage them to support the Emergency Road and Bridge Program. We call it ERBF, which put monies into the counties. We created that program in 2018 when Governor Phil Bryant called a special session to address it. Lauderdale County has a large number of bridges that have been posted and or closed, and we are going to be working with Senator Tate and other legislators, encouraging them to put the $100 million into that fund that they have done in the past, so that those counties like Lauderdale can get more of those bridges taken care of.
Well, we certainly appreciate
As
it.
you can see, he does a great job.
He does.
He spent most of the day yesterday going from meeting to meeting to meeting to find out different needs, and he listens to them. And he may not be able to help you, but he's going to help he's going to figure out a way to help you get it done, whether it's through him or somebody else. And so he's just an asset to East Central Mississippi, and we love it when he comes to visit.
You talked about on the 630 program that on the interstate, you're not talking about just cameras, but you're also putting message boards up so as people drive through our community, if they need to be aware of something, an emergency going on, or if there's an Amber Alert, all that's up on a message board for them as they drive through.
And that's important, very important. As you drive through the Metro Jackson area on our interstate system, 20 and 55, you'll see those message boards up, and it helps you in determining which direction you need to go in. So we're going to have those up on 59 and 20 here in the Meridian area, which will be a great source for the travelers and individuals, local folks who are driving. So yes, message boards will be a part of that program.
Well, Willie, thank you for coming in and spending part of your morning with us. We appreciate you so much.
He's way better than Greg.
Oh.
I'll be there in a minute.
He's coming. We'll be right back. Good morning, everybody. It is chilly 28, wind chill of 19. We'll be back with Greg in just a moment.
Hi, folks. Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have 2 locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Rockhouse Gun and Pound, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger. Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. It is Christmas time as we get ready for Christmas parades tonight, and all
Ho,
our gang is
ho, ho.
That's right. Be ready.
What'd you call her?
Holly and
You
Jolly.
just got here.
Holly and Jolly. I'm just in a good Christmas Eve.
All right.
I mean, not 30 seconds.
There you go.
Oh, man.
We're still trying to get the float together for tomorrow night, so that we're in the middle of that.
Yeah, I
So
saw it.
it's in several pieces there.
I thought it had snowed, I pulled up and there was cotton all over the yard.
Front row. We had an incident overnight last night. This is one of those serious matters to where, and let me put it to you the best way. If you're sitting at 5 Points, you go up to where the chicken basket is in Meridian, take a left by the Dollar General. We had a train accident last night. A person attempted to walk in front of a train. It did not work out.
That usually don't work.
It did not. No. They lost a leg in this incident, and I don't know any other way to put it nicely. It severed their leg in this incident. They were rushed to a hospital. We had firemen, we had Metro ambulance on scene doing their best to help them at the scene. And then they were transported to the local hospital, and we don't know the condition after they got there, but we think stable was the last I'd heard.
Prayers for them, family and everybody.
Now, I know there's going to be questions of why were they on the track. I don't know the answer to that.
Prayers for the engineer, what they have to go through. He can't swerve. He can't stop. He can't control that like we control
and that scene will go through his head for
Forever.
Years to come. You know what I'm talking about?
He'll replay that every time
That's
he
right.
goes in front of a intersection, and that's something that we need to keep them in our thoughts of these engineers and what they go through.
And immediately after that, that
Cold
happened,
outside, wasn't it?
it was cold. It was very cold. A few minutes after that would be cleared up from that, the Meridian Police Department would have to return back. And let me refresh the page and go almost to the same area. Why? Well, there was a burglary. They decided they wanted to go right ahead and break in to the Dollar General there where the train incident happened there. Meridian Police Department on scene. And this is a common thing of this store being broken into. Over and over and over it has happened here. I can't count the times. I've run out of fingers counting.
And then people want to know, oh, that's an abandoned building. Reckon why they closed. Here's a thought. You keep busting the windows out, they're going to eventually close.
Yep. That
And
happens.
then you can go somewhere else and shop.
Yep. That's what happens to our communities. And we got to do, and we always say, if you see something, say something like that. Well, it saves our community. If you see somebody doing something they shouldn't, let's get them. Have the police call.
You can do it anonymous. You
Well, if it's
don't have to
27
leave a name.
degrees and 2 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
if you're out, there probably something's up.
It is something going on.
Yeah.
And this would happen. The train incident happened around 2 a.m., and then the burglary would happen around 4:30-ish.
Wow.
I was trying to figure out the temperature at 4:30 and lost track of what was going on there for a moment.
It
But
was cold. I can
It
tell
was
you that.
cold.
It was. That was one of the big things that went on
Almost
overnight.
called in this morning.
The temperature's not bad. It's the wind that hurts.
It's that heat index.
Yeah. Global warming sitting over at your
That's
house.
right.
Speaking of global warming, we had a horrible accident last night on 20. If you're I-20 around mile marker 126, 127, Greg, I don't know if you had to go to this or not, but here we go. This is the scene.
A fire.
This is an automobile that burst into flames. Let me back this up and put this on. This was a Kia Soul is what kind of car this is. It was green. It is no longer green.
Black now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It sure is. Now, what caused the car to catch fire? I don't know.
That's crazy.
The 126 on I-20.
Yep.
So it wasn't an accident. It just
Don't really
Bursting.
know. Meehan fire went to that.
I got.
you got something next.
Well, yeah, I had another picture of this.
He's in neutral.
You got to press the nut
That was-
next time.
It didn't want to act right there, but there's a different angle of the car as it first caught fire. And then here's our volunteer fire department. I think that's Wayne showing up on scene. And then there they are getting out trying to extinguish this fire. And again, fortunately, everybody made it out of the car safely. My oh my! But, our firemen and people go through a lot with these incidents there.
It was cold, but they were out there.
So that happened there. Greg, how's your day? How's your week been?
Oh, just lovely.
You been
Just
chopping wood?
Chopping wood. It's Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. I mean,
How many
No, he ain't
Hallmark
chopping
movies
no
have you
wood.
watched?
I have watched quite a few this week. That's
They all
amazing.
ended
Oh,
the
yeah,
same?
they all ended the same.
Good,
They all ended the
good.
same.
Have you
Enjoyed
watched
it.
the new Taylor Swift?
No, I can guarantee you he
No,
has. I can
no, I
answer that. I don't
What's
know what the rest of it.
Hallmark?
I don't know anything about Taylor Swift.
It's the somebody's. Y'all do know that she's supposed to do her last show of this 2-year tour that she's been doing.
Oh, that
I didn't know.
just breaks my heart.
Did you miss it?
Oh, yeah.
Hate you didn't make it out for that.
Yeah.
We had another incident yesterday afternoon, and when things like this happen, it really grabs your attention. And when they say a motorcycle accident,
Yes.
and the next thing that I was told was he's not moving. As I got there, it was a totally different story. He was. I walked over and I spoke to him, and he goes, "Man, I wanted to meet you, but I sure didn't want to meet you this way."
Oh,
I imagine not.
And as we go live to the scene there of the way it was yesterday, here's the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department as they arrived at the scene. As we come on, that's his bike. It would hit this curb, lose control, and crash down the road, and he was thrown to the roadside. Now, again, he was taken for medical observation, but this could have been a different story. He was alert. He got a few scratches out of it, but he's going to be okay.
that's
Good
great.
deal. Yes, it is.
That's scary.
SB Hedgepeth Road is where that incident
Okay.
happened yesterday. So I'm glad that had a good turnout as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure he had his helmet on.
Yes, he did. It was scuffed.
Yeah, well,
It did its job.
That's exactly.
Y'all bring that up. You know, there's a lot of states that don't require that. isn't
No
there?
helmet. Well,
I don't-
there's not that many. There is a few. They call that.
Is it like uncool to wear a
I
helmet?
don't know. We're going to have to get Jeff to look into the Mississippi broom laws. Do you have to wear a helmet? I'm just saying.
Yeah, you know she'd have helmet head if she had to wear that. It would be the turtle shell that she got to work in, wouldn't it?
Pretty good.
Need to bring that up.
I really don't know why I come here.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
So,
Merry
Julia,
Christmas.
do you have like a Christmas party? Do you invite all family and friends to the house for that big event, or do you go to
No,
theirs?
I mean,
Everybody but Greg.
I've noticed my mailbox hasn't got nothing in it, but you know.
It changes from year to year. We really don't have a whole lot big that we're hosting this year, but we're all decorated for Christmas. I'm sure we'll have friends and family in and out for small stuff, but we don't
Do
have a
you-
big event.
That's a way of saying nobody here is invited. That's
No,
what she
I
said.
don't-
We're not doing one
I
this year.
was trim the old list, didn't she?
I'm still paying the catering bill off from the last time y'all
Now she's
came
got to call
over.
everybody and say, "No, look, that's psych. Yeah, still invited."
Do you be honest about this? Do you regift the fruitcake?
Do people
I
still
love-
give those?
I love fruitcake.
You eat it. You
Well,
would
that
eat
makes
it.
a lot of
do.
sense.
I'll buy one at the bank every now and then. I like fruitcake.
I can't eat them. I mean, it's.
But they last forever. Anything you can throw on a shelf and eat 3 years later has got to be good for you.
I disagree with that last statement.
I mean, it's like eating a piece of rubber to me.
I
But
never,
it's got candy, jelly, little fruits in it. I mean, it's packing pellets with a kick.
Whew, that stuff's rough
I
there.
mean, you get him on food like
Looks like
every
it's stuck
Friday, and
with
he gets
him,
real
too.
passionate.
Look at the manufactured date on it. I mean, some of our grandparents might have made these fruitcakes.
They've been passed around until they get to Greg, and he eats them.
We had one of those boo-boos yesterday afternoon, and this will be on North Hill Street. And we all know that if you're at Poplar Springs Drive trying to get to North Hills Highway 39, if there's an incident, well, you could be
You
there a
ain't
while.
going.
Yeah, we had a little boo-boo there yesterday. The Meridian Police Department arrived on scene. 2-vehicle accident. Could have been a lot worse, and they eventually got everything moved up to where the fireman's station is, to where traffic would flow again. We've all been there to where, and never, I've learned this, don't take that right turn and think you're going to go through a neighborhood and get out of there quickly. It took me 45 minutes one time to get out of there.
North
Got
Hill
stuck on
Street,
10th
those
Avenue.
roads are tricky. They really
yeah.
are coming off of there.
Especially if you don't know where you're going.
You can just go in a circle. and-
Yeah.
I know.
And I was waving at people in the yard, and they were staring at me like, why?
12th time you went by waving.
They started following you to find out what was going on in their
Right.
It was
neighborhood.
like having old Jim Cantori in the neighborhood.
What's he doing here?
They started hiding their lawn furniture. It's got to be a storm.
Y'all, truthfully, there are some funny stories about stuff like that happen when I pull up on scene. We have really, truly got to roll some cameras with us as we're out and about with things that are happening.
But it comes in handy like at a restaurant, because we'll pull up and everybody will scatter because there's obviously
right
been
there.
a drive-by or something. 'Cause Scotty Ray, no, he just wants the ribs.
We're about to get robbed.
Y'all come on in at the front line.
He parts the crowd.
Oh, that's pretty good. We did have reports of gunfire last night.
No.
In the, yes, sir. The 700 block of Old Country Club. This would be before you get to Commercial Bank. We had gunfire mentioned there. I had some earlier also this morning that I scribbled down on a piece of
That
paper.
note system looks like it's extremely efficient.
Well, I mean,
This is how he runs.
when you call me, this is how it gets to the air. Sometimes I misplace where I put it.
And if he ever wipes his mouth with it, it's over with. It's all run
I know y'all think that there's a written teleprompter in front of him, but there's not.
Oh,
He's
there's
just winging
nothing.
it.
No, other people do that and they have no emotion.
That's
you
right.
just-
What a notebook and a pen's for. That's all you get around here.
if somebody has something big, they'll put it on a postcard behind us and walk by.
like hee-haw. Cornfield News.
Cornfield News.
Oh, have mercy. So much going on. Coming up next, we're going to go back in time. We're going to do some This Day in History.
All
Y'all
right.
prepared?
It's my favorite.
Absolutely.
I have no idea what it's on today.
Ho, ho, ho.
We got that next. We'll be right back.
Here at Meridian Cycles, customer service is our #1 priority. And when you buy any Polaris, Can-Am, Honda, CF Moto, or Suzuki ATV or side-by-side, we're going to give you your first oil change absolutely free because we service everything we sell here at Meridian Cycles. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North or call us 601-485-8700. Come see us.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real steel. Find yours.
Here we go.
And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray.
Live and on air, almost.
Almost.
This is live.
This is
He was reading his notes. I'm sorry, people.
the most organized show that you will have today.
Control chaos.
We're just waiting on Fox News to call us back.
Yeah.
We're going to come on right after, what's his name, Greg?
It's got to be at 3 a.m. though.
Hey, that's all right. If we get that big house like Sean Hannity's got, we don't care what time
no
it is.
joke.
Yeah.
That's kind of huge. I don't know if y'all saw his new home. That we showed it yesterday where he moved to Florida. $26 million or so.
Yep.
Did you watch
Nice
yesterday?
house.
No, I don't know.
I didn't
We're
watch
here.
yesterday.
I don't watch.
I don't watch.
Yeah, I know. We talked about them. Yeah.
You talked about us?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
You just have to go back and watch.
I did watch pieces of it. I had to for real work
I
yesterday.
did see the Sean Hannity house. That's quite a
It's
career.
real nice.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we've got a fundraiser today to go out to. We want to bring this up. The Scottish Rite is going to be out with their pancake
Ooh,
breakfast.
pancakes and syrup.
We were all there
You like
last year.
pancakes?
Absolutely.
I'm shocked.
They are good, and it's going for a great cause, dyslexia. They will fund dyslexia programs around Meridian, Lauderdale County. Look, $8, all you can eat. You can't beat it. It is awesome.
I'm
for a
like
great
Elf
cause.
about that syrup now.
Yeah.
$8, all you can eat.
Yes.
And it's
They need to
they
charge
pile
you.
it on.
They're going to lose money.
They're gonna lose money on this guy right here.
Yeah.
Syrup.
Sausage and drinks and
Since we brought up, I don't want to go ahead and move into this. Since we brought up a fundraiser, let me break this up, bring this out here.
It's not ice cream.
You've seen Odie wearing it. I've been wearing it on my jacket. These are now around town. They're around Clark County. And Greg, I'm going to let you kind of ease into this and tell us how this all kind of began.
yeah.
This, and as everyone knows, I'm very seldom serious, but I'm serious. I pull up at our office. I think it was Tuesday.
Tuesday morning.
Sweetest little lady's out front, and she said, I was waiting. I figured somebody would drive up. I thought, well, it's very cold. She says, I hand make these, and I don't know Barry White. I've never met him, but I've heard y'all talk about him, and he must be a really dear friend the way y'all speak of him. She said, I would like to donate these, give these to y'all if you could do a fundraiser. And she said, I don't want anything out of it. Now, I'm looking around because I'm thinking they filming a Hallmark Christmas, people, because this is the hands and feet of Jesus. This
This will
woman is
make tears
precious.
come to your eyes.
She's brought us 2,400 of these handmade wreaths. She said that I just want to do something to help. And I'll be honest with you, as some of you know, I'm seldom at a loss for words. I honestly couldn't. I didn't even know how to respond.
Right.
I mean, honestly, who does this for somebody that you don't even know? And you give of your time. I mean, this is handmade. Had the little pins in the
They're
back.
super cute.
I mean, they are awesome. Yeah. So we got with Sheriff Chancellor in Clark County, and we got some of them. I couldn't even respond that day. I called the lady back the next day. She brought I offered to go get them. She said,
she wouldn't even let us go get them.
No, she said, I'll bring them to you. And her husband brought these buckets with 100 reefs in each bucket, brought us 26 buckets. And they're in different locations. I know.
So right now we know we've got A's Taste of Thai. Al's Garden and Gifts has been pushing them out. Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department's got some.
Clarkdale Superette's got some.
Superette. Greg's Fireworks.
Quitman Courthouse. Sally
Courthouse.
Doggett Wedgeworth, I think they got them.
And there's some more businesses in Clark County that we just hadn't got the names of them yet. It's going to be
and
doing this as well.
We're asking for a $5 donation for these reefs. But if you only got $1, if you ain't got but 50 cents, the main thing is when you see these, I hope you think about Barry and say a little prayer. Because, I mean, all the money in the world's good, but he could use your prayers as much as your money.
Need the prayers, and he said those were great. Yes, insurance is going to pay some, but he's going to have a lot of out-of-pocket. Not just that, he lives in a home that was built in the 60s. He's going to be in a wheelchair, and his wheelchair will not fit through the doors of his house.
So they're doing a major remodel.
Yeah, major remodel.
But please help. I mean, and again, not just but it's the whole story in itself. To me, if nothing else happens, I've seen Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
For a person to go out of their way to do something for somebody, again, she said, I've never met him. Man, that's a Hallmark movie in itself.
Yes, it is.
If it snow.
That is Miss Wally Starnes right there, who has handmade every one of these. And this is just a blessing of God for what she's done and what she's wanting to do for our community members and Barry. And yes, we do. He's part of our family, not just a friend.
He is.
And definitely want to be there for him.
And again, if you'd like to know more information, you can inbox us. We'll be glad to give you those locations. And as soon as we get it all on paper, we're going to post that where you can go by and support those locations and help out with that. More on the way as we move along early this morning. We'll be right back.
I just want to know.
This is going to be our biggest year-end clearance event ever here at Doc's Toyota in Philadelphia. Inventory is up and rates are finally down. We promise to save you thousands on any of our new inventory. From Siennas to Sequoias, Camrys to Corollas, Tundras, Tacomas, no matter the model, we will not be undersold. We want your business. With interest rates as low as 1.99%, top dollar value for your trade-in, and thousands off all of our inventory, Doc's Toyota is your clear choice for your next Toyota purchase. So come see us here at Doc's Toyota in Philadelphia, at docstoyota.com or on Facebook. And remember, there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp, trail riding, or just working on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
And welcome back. We do have an accident to talk about that has happened on North Frontage Road. This would be right in front of Starbucks, right down from Holiday Inn. You got to see a glimpse of it a minute ago when I hit the wrong button. But here it is, what we've got there. If you'll notice, that looks like a Camaro that has found the front end of a 18-wheeler.
Somebody
them
stopped.
Things don't stop easy neither.
So keep that in mind if you're on North Frontage Road. Going to be a slight delay. That a few minutes ago that happened here in Meridian. I was trying to see what else.
Going on now. Ooh.
Yeah, and there's a MPD officers on the scene. There's at right lane. Watch that as you're going there. You were down there earlier, weren't you? At Starbucks?
Mm-mm.
Nuh-uh.
I went to the other.
You went to PJ's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
That's closer to my house.
Well, there you are. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
We'll just drink it out of the tap. Don't worry about it.
As we begin this day, let's go back in history. A matter of fact, let's go to 1884.
You remember that?
I don't.
It took quite a while to get completed. They didn't think it would there for a little while. It ceased operation for a little while, and they finally got it
The
finished
Washington
today.
Monument.
That's it.
I've been
Right
there.
there.
You can tell where they stopped, and
Can you?
yeah, it's a different color.
They relit the contract.
I think what war was it that they stopped it for? It might have been
Lack of money, I think it was.
no, but it was because of a war. I don't remember the
I can't
timeline.
remember.
The British.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I've been up to the top of that.
I have to.
1812 may have been the War of 1812.
Yeah, sure.
it's-
Yeah,
it's
that
po- it's
timeline
possibility
wise, that
with
seems
that.
accurate.
But
I've been there, but it was too windy.
and you,
It wasn't. They wouldn't let you go in.
Because it was too windy.
Yes.
Oh, it is. There's no like
What'd you
mortar.
think I was lying?
They're just stacked on top of each other.
Do what?
Like whatever it's made out of, limestone, whatever.
it's just
It's
Cheap-
just
cheapest
stacked
bid.
on top of each
Yeah.
other.
There was mortar in the
Cheapest bid.
contract. That's one of the first
no,
mob
it's designed
deals.
to lean against, you know, to hold
I did not know
The
that.
weight of the stones against one another holds it in place.
holds it together.
Is it an elevator in it to go
Yeah.
to the top?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I was
Well,
going
I
to go.
ain't riding it.
we know.
You gonna walk the stairs?
I cannot imagine. Oh my
We did get him an
heavens!
elevator to go to the rooftop, didn't we?
Yeah.
Man, that would be me.
He was sick.
I would pass
y'all.
out. I can't handle things like that. 1900, Agnes Moorehead was born. Does that ring a bell?
I'll let
She
that
was
go.
the mother-in-law to
Durwood.
Durwood.
What was her name? Eldora? Or
There she
Yes, yes.
She always had great eyeshadow.
yes.
Knew how to
Okay.
use it.
She also rode a broom, if I remember
She
right.
did.
My great aunt Agnes.
It was 1960. Ferlin Husky would come out with a song today, "On the Wings of a Snow
White Dove."
White Dove. Everybody can join in if you.
Y'all got it.
Okay, I'm the only one
Look,
singing.
ain't nobody here sing. So.
We're just not talented in that world. We're trying to get backup singers when we need songs sang.
The doo-wops.
Yes. We just ain't found them.
Yeah.
Let's see. 1948. The first time I met this guy was at Ray Stadium. He would come here and he walked out on stage and he broke into Velvet Chains. Do you remember that? Keep Me Lonely? Yeah. You're not working with me there, Greg. Gary Morris was born today in 1948.
Ooh, he need a haircut.
He does.
He looked like a bullywooger.
And they thought they looked good on that album cover.
He's just jealous.
That was
He
a
has
very
hair.
good song, though. I had that hair back
I
then.
bet you. I've heard.
Something that everyone in this room most likely looked forward every year to, because it only come on one time a year.
And it comes on tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
does.
I don't know.
Frosty or Rudolph?
Frosty was last night.
Oh, I do love that.
Oh, the
To the
Island of
Island?
Misfit Toys.
He's the dentist. Wants to be a dentist.
Yeah.
What was the what was the guy with the beard with the pick that saves him against the monster?
Cornelius.
Yes,
We don't even know your history.
that was a good little show.
That
wasn't
was an excellent low-budget film.
it was low, but was it Burl Ives that?
Yes, that did the talking. That was awesome.
It does. Liked that a bunch there. 1974, Meridian, Mississippi's own made it big. He had a #1 record.
What
out
year
of
was
this.
this?
1974.
Paul
The
Davis,
rodeo clown.
Mo Bandy,
Mo Bandy. I'm Bandy, the
Rodeo Clown.
I love that cover.
The girls think I'm something.
Something about a pint hid in the shootout back. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the #1 bull rider until she broke his heart, and then he become Bandy, the
A lot of
rodeo
cases
clown.
of that. Women just.
Yep.
Y'all
laid
deserve
back
it.
on them, yeah.
That's what happened to him.
Do you blame it?
Till I'm too old to die young. That was one of his big ones there.
And isn't he still performing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, hey Mo.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mo and Joe Stampley and
That's
Mo
right.
Bandy. That's right.
Where'd you get
Ain't
that?
he's got to
pretty?
be like 100, don't he?
He's gotten up there.
He be hanging out with Willie
100.
Nelson and Keith Richards. Huh?
I always liked what was the hot wire to city truck and turned it over in
In the mayor's yard. Well, something
other than
drinking,
that-
buddy.
We ain't nothing but good old boys.
Yeah.
And you always leave me holding the bag.
Yeah, so hocked his wife's diamond ring to buy outboard
Outboard
every
Evan
route.
Rude.
A lot of that just hits home. I mean,
and then they
I see that being your weekend.
emotional.
Sounds like your weekend to-do list.
Let me see if you remember this one. Where's the dress when Boy George come out? Where's the dress? We'll be money making. Okay, it was good.
I'm sure. I believe you.
Okay, all right. Let's go back to 1976 when we all wanted to be an angel.
Charlie's Angels.
Yes, we did. They made it to
Which
People
one's your
magazine.
favorite? Let me guess.
Daisy Duke. Oh, wait, that wasn't her. That's that other show.
But I got the feeling that Farrah fashioned her hair after Daisy.
I probably. I had that poster, too. Whew.
Still got mine.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, buddy.
Is it still hanging in your bedroom?
At home, it is. My mom, dad's, it is. In the back of the closet. Does Tyler have that poster? Because we can get it for him if he doesn't.
Right.
No.
Woolworth. Hey, remember when Woolworth had them? You got to go look through the post. Then the sound shop. Yeah. Oh, boy.
Let's see what else happened. Boy, that took me back.
I think I'm tearing up.
People keep asking about the Supreme Court race. We're going to do it in just a minute. I got
we'll
the
do that.
update.
Hang on.
Okay.
1979 in the world of country music, you didn't have to be GQ. You didn't have to be the pretty boy on the block. It was called, you could actually have talent.
No
and become
joke.
a country star.
Really?
You did. And it was a guy named John Conley that went number one with the record.
Rose-colored glasses.
It was, but this one was, she can't say that anymore.
Oh, that's...
Tonight she jumped some fences as she tried to make it back home.
He didn't really match his.
He's still performing.
He is. He is.
Well, he's sitting on a stool, but...
That's true.
Yeah,
the first time
okay.
that you would hear him would be, I'm busted. The bills are all due.
Yeah.
And the cotton did something, and I can't remember it all. And then, of course, the one...
Backside of 30.
That's it. Backside of 30. Making money
At
at 30.
old school.
Yeah.
Talks about them going back to their high school reunion.
She hits on him and
Yeah.
wants him to give her a call, and he goes, "Oh, baby, I'm married.
Yeah.
Can't do it."
Because I'm from the old school.
Yeah, boy, that hit home for a lot of folks.
I mean, I honestly, usually any artist, you can say, well, I didn't like that song. I don't know of anything he ever done
Straight
that
Miss
I don't
Emily's
like.
Picture.
Straight Miss Emily's Picture.
Whew. Gets better and better.
Ooh,
Let's go
I'm
to
telling you, he's tougher than a garlic milkshake. I mean, that's just good stuff.
Let's go
Do
to
you just
19.
And do you just sit at home and jot these down?
No.
This comes natural.
It just when you have a brain like mine.
When you
it
watch
just-
as much TV as he does,
One of
you
my
catch
favorites
all this
was
stuff.
useless as a Amish
Light bulb.
electrician.
Let's go to
Hey, well, we did go up there to look at the Christmas lights.
Close your eyes and get
All
a
right.
mental picture.
1980. This guy would make it big. This is probably would go down after Captain Crunch and You in the Morning as one of his biggest songs because of that 18-wheeler that pulled over on the side of the road that gave him a hitchhiking ride back from L.A. back to the mountains. with
Ronnie Millsap.
There you are. Smoky
Smoky
Mountain
Rain, yeah.
Keeps on calling. Boy, that was good
Do
stuff.
the rest of it. I love that song.
I can't carry a tune. I lose it about right after that.
He's still alive, too.
He is.
Yeah.
His family's gone.
Oh, I
but
mean, he's in bad shape.
He
though.
is.
You know, his mother gave him up when he was a baby.
I didn't know
They
that.
were mountain people, and she thought she was cursed because he was blind. Now, I'm serious.
No
thought that, God had put a curse, and she wouldn't have anything to do with him. They said later in life, when he really made it, she came to him wanting money. And I was told that he told her,
I don't know you.
yeah, you didn't know me. I don't know you.
I did not know that, Greg.
Yeah. So said that she thought I think he was raised by some grandparents or something. But the
And
mom wouldn't
explain
have
this
anything
to
do
me.
with him.
I've never understood as you go back to Ray Charles and you listen to the story of Paul Harvey telling it where they're both in the bathtub and his brother drowns and then he's stone blind after that. From that moment
that day
forward.
forward.
Yeah.
How?
I don't know.
It doesn't. Was it trauma?
That's one of the better movies I've seen. Is the Ray Charles story? That's a good one.
It was.
A lot of times they'll
Jamie
make
Foxx?
that movie about
Foxx was
somebody. And like John Boy trying to be Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah.
Come on, that makes you want to throw up. But
It did.
anyhow, the Ray Charles, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
All right. How do you rate I Walk the Line?
With Phoenix. What's his name?
Witherspoon, wasn't that the
Yeah,
girl?
Witherspoon and Phoenix.
I thought it was pretty accurate.
But let me tell you, I don't know if you've seen this, but they poked fun at that movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen the poke fun at it? Walk Hard. Dewey Cox. If you have not watched Dewey Cox Walk Hard, you have really got. Don't do it, Dewey. I think I'm going to try some of that. Even now he gets 90.
I'm seriously not coming back.
Have you seen Dewey Cox? Have you seen the movie?
No.
It's Cal Naughton Jr., who was in Talladega Nights playing the part of supposedly Johnny Cash, and when he gets 85, and as he's getting older in life, and the guy, his bandmate, comes up and he's got Viagra, and he goes, "Dewey, I've got these little blue pills," and he goes, "Don't try it." I think I want to try that. It is hilarious.
They still give him out in nursing homes, you know.
I heard about that.
That show did not impress me. I mean, it was all right.
But there are very few, as you pointed out, of movies that capture, that are accurate. And
Well, I thought Ray Charles was good. I really did. Ray Charles was good, but I did not like. I'm sorry, John Boyd, just Richard Thomas.
Oh, that was
butchered
awful on Hank
Williams
Jr.
That was horrible.
He was skinny, and Hank's a big man, and it flopped. And even as you go back to the life story of Hank Sr., when what's his face, the dark complected George Hamilton played in Your Cheating Heart, he didn't do a good part of that.
No,
it takes talent to become somebody. We go back to 1980. This bombed. It did not.
Oh, now this was fun.
It was horrible.
It had the big military Winnebago.
It was bad.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I have seen this a long time ago.
Dan Aykroyd and Chevy
Yeah.
Chase.
Yes.
Yeah,
What's
Chevy
worse, that
Chase
or Private Benjamin, or this?
Private Benjamin was worse.
No, this was probably where I had that old GMC front wheel drive motorhome.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. I mean, all right, that's you
With a
messed
missile
up
on
from the get go. You better hire a wrecker if you're going to use it.
1986, this man was already established. He would stumble along about 1980, and he would become the face of country music. And to this day, he is still it.
George Strait.
That's it. It all started out there in Hawaii with a little band, and it turned into "It Ain't Cool to Be Crazy About You." George the man.
King George.
To this day, he still doesn't hop around and wear fancy breeches. He just stands there and sings a country song.
He don't have to.
He's got pure raw talent.
And you wish you could tell these younger people that are trying to.
That's got all that bedazzled clothes.
Yeah.
Well, you can't see the bedazzle because their whole face is covered in tattoos.
Or they've had too many injections in their face, you could use them to make gorilla cookies. I mean, look at poor old Kenny Rogers.
I was
when
thinking,
he
say,
died.
don't talk about
my
Kenny
God.
Rogers like that.
That was so bad. Fella couldn't smile if he wanted to.
He couldn't. It was like that thing off of the Santa Claus. You remember when they made that?
Exactly.
Yeah, the plastic one.
Yeah.
The 3D Santa Claus.
1988.
That's a good Christmas show.
This guy,
Ho, ho, ho.
y'all tell me if this guy was just weird or if it was just I thought
Well,
he
I
was
can tell
weird.
you, he's the hardest thing to look at.
He needed some sun.
He
Bad.
needed a lot more than just sun.
Roy Orbison passed away at 52 years old.
Good singer.
And he died in Waylon Jennings' plane seat. Ain't that right?
No. He died. You're thinking of
Buddy Holly. That's who Roy Orbison reminded me of.
Okay,
Buddy
yeah.
Holly. That's right.
Roy, of course, pretty woman walking down the street.
I
And
didn't
he
like
may
him.
have had something else, but I couldn't tell you.
I didn't like him.
It wasn't my cup of tea.
No.
You know, the Fonz had a tattoo of him. You remember
Sure did.
Waterboy?
Henry Winkler?
Yeah, and Waterboy.
Mama
What Mama
said.
don't
Coach,
know.
Coach, what was his
Coach
name?
Klein.
What Mama don't know.
Good movie. Good movie.
That was an excellent piece of film work, I must say. Excellent piece of film work.
You should do your own rating.
I should do my own film rating reviews.
Can you do the guy that wore the overall?
I loved him.
Can you do
Oh, yeah,
He's great.
that's him. He sounded just like Coach Orgeron. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
was just fixing to say that too.
Well, Adam Sandler movies, the same characters pop up in a lot of them, and he's a recurring character in a lot of those movies.
The price is right, Bob.
Bob whooped
That
his
scene, was good, wasn't it?
But that wasn't in the Waterboy.
That was in Happy Gilmore.
Happy, and they're making a Happy Gilmore too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that ought to be interesting.
Is Adam Sandler going to be in it?
Yes.
He's probably directing it.
That Joker's good. I'm sorry. He
He is really funny.
We go back to
Mr. Deeds.
a TV legend, and
That was a good
you would honestly think by watching the television show that they loved one another, that they were close as they could be.
Kind of
but-
like this show in Heights.
Ho, ho, ho.
But in reality, I'm not sure she really liked anybody. She would leave all of her money to a library, if I'm not mistaken. You would know her as Aunt B.
Oh, yeah. Francis Bouvier,
They
whatever.
like
like
each
that.
other.
Yeah, and they said Andy went to her on her deathbed and they tried to
Patch it up.
reconcile or whatever, and she apologized.
She did?
If I remember the story, she called and wanted him to come see her, and she apologized for acting the way she had acted.
Well, that's good.
From what, if I remember my Mayberry trivia.
That because
Francis,
I
how do you
believe you
pronounce her last name?
can't.
Bouvier, something?
Yeah, that all
Francis.
sounds good.
Got too many vowels in
well,
it.
that's why I put at the top of this page Aunt B, because I could spell that.
But you again, like you are correct. You would have never known there was any hostility. They were very professional.
Even in the public at that time of news articles and things, it was never released that they didn't get along. It
I
just-
had a question the other day. How many episodes was Andy smoking a cigarette?
3.
I think that's right.
It was when Andy got very aggravated.
Well,
And-
or nerve. Remember when the guy was coming back to town that he had shot and crippled? He got
Yes.
out of jail and he brought him the gun. Andy was smoking a cigarette when he sent Aunt B and Opie over to Miss Edwards.
Sure did. Forgot about it. Did you know all that?
No, but that's why I have you. So anytime that I need any Andy Griffith information, instead of
never
Googling
know when
it,
you'll
I
need
just
it.
Call
That's
Gray.
right.
We go back to probably one of the funniest comedies that there ever was. It starred Eddie
Mortimer, we've made it again.
Trading Places. The guy there on the left passed away today. Don something.
Meacham.
Yeah, him. If you'd have
Only the
named-
most accurate
That's not as
up-to-date
easy to do
news.
as Aunt B was
That's
it?
right. Don, what's his name? Wouldn't have looked right.
Fair. Don. He died today.
Could have been Uncle B.
We're just going to say GV passed away today. Anybody ever watch?
Volante.
Did anybody ever watch Fistful of Dollars?
Yes.
Any of my Western fans
Oh,
out
yes,
there?
absolutely.
Oh, as we go back to Clint Eastwood, there he is. He passed away today. It just doesn't get any better
How do you
than
pronounce
Clint.
that one?
Gian Valiante.
You got it. Almost there.
Volante.
Volante.
Mr. Volante, would you
Sounds
please-
like an Italian car,
It
don't it?
does. Or purse.
His cousin was Mitsubishi.
A Kawasaki.
We go back, and this was probably Praying for Daylight was their first song. I met them.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I was in Nashville, and I got a message from Diane. She called me, and she goes, if you're not busy at your hotel, could you swing by here? And I did. And I met these guys, and it was in a little bitty theater. I think there was 32 people there that met and shook hands with these guys. And they would perform for the first time I'd ever seen Praying for Daylight. And their
I've been there
popularity.
before.
Greg had a haircut like that fella there on the
And
left.
today, they went #1 with These Days back in 2002.
Is that a bad hairpiece or what?
It's pretty bad. Gary LaVox. Believe it or not, the guy there with the funny hair is a big deer
Which
hunter.
one is the one with the funny hair?
The one on the right is married to a porn star.
You're right or my right?
My man. Sunglasses.
Okay, that narrows that down.
But
Two out of three.
they
Well,
got
that went
real.
from a third to a quarter.
What's
they-
the name of the band?
Rascal Flats.
Oh, okay.
Rascal Flats these days.
Well, it wasn't on there. I didn't know. Just three. I thought it was them Beagle Boys or Beatles or whoever.
But you know, they pushed the envelope, and this is where they should have said no in country music. You know, the one on the right, Joe Don, who thought he was the pretty boy, married the Playboy Bunny, and then Playboy Bunny does a almost too risque video with
I hate it
him.
when that happens.
I know.
Ruined a lot of good marriages. Makes neat Christmas gifts.
Then the next thing you know, you don't know what country music is.
Yeah.
So
You make my speakers go boom boom.
That's
Crap like
correct.
that, yeah.
I'm wearing designer jeans.
That's right. If you can't play it backwards and get your dog, your wife, and your truck back, it ain't country.
There you go. Let's go back to 2000.
Oh, Lord have
Let's go back
mercy.
to the year 2000. I got out of line here. We would,
He must have got it. He wasn't reading the teleprompter.
one of your favorite shows, one of your heroes would pass away today. He had a little eyeglass, and he'd had.
Colonel Clink.
Yes, he
Hogan's
did.
Heroes.
Mr. Peanut.
He passed away today. Clink.
Mr. Peanut.
That episode, I like him
You
too.
said
Thank you.
one of Greg's heroes.
I like Colonel Clink. Watched it last night. Him and Schultz had to switch places, and it was funny. Good show. Good
Yeah, you
episode.
know nothing.
Quality entertainment. Again, if on my review that would get like.
Life according to Greg.
That's right.
Now, I don't know if this band still exists because after the Toes in the Sand and the Chicken Fried, I lost track. But it went number one today back in 2008 with Zach Brown
He's
band.
still around.
He is?
The way I figure, if you hit one of them number ones, you ain't got to work no more.
That's usually how it works out there.
Unless you get a wife that's a Playboy bunny, like and it goes out quicker
She
than it come
takes
in.
half then.
Do y'all remember Drift Away?
Yes, Dobie Gray.
Yes, sir, Bob. He passed away today back in 2011.
Oh man, that was good.
This is the picture we chose.
That is good.
Well, I don't know.
That's the way a lot of people look at you.
Looked like a used car dealer.
He looks like he's about to charge you a high
sell
interest
something.
rate.
And that concludes this day in history today.
Thank goodness.
Did you get any of that? We don't even keep score no more. Look.
She got one. She got the Washington Monument.
That's right. That's right.
We'll be right back as we'll tell you about
memorial
the
to Bill
big
Clinton.
election that everybody's asking about. We got some.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we got results, but we do have some words of wisdom coming up.
Also,
This is going to be our biggest year-end clearance event ever here at Doc's Toyota in Philadelphia. Inventory is up and rates are finally down. We promise to save you thousands on any of our new inventory. From Siennas to Sequoias, Camrys to Corollas, Tundras, Tacomas, no matter the model, we will not be undersold. We want your business. With interest rates as low as 1.99%, top dollar value for your trade-in, and thousands off all of our inventory, Doc's Toyota is your clear choice for your next Toyota purchase. So come see us here at Doc's Toyota in Philadelphia at docstoyota.com or on Facebook. And remember, there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp, trail riding, or just working on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
All right, Julia, we turn the camera around to spotlight you today with your Christmas tree wreath.
say something smart. Woo us with your intellect.
All I'm doing is reading. What
Tell
other
us,
people
because we
say.
have had by far lots and lots of questions about the Supreme Court election in the great state of Mississippi, which I have never seen, and y'all correct me, of an election counting process go so long.
Yeah.
Well, and there, a lot of people are speculating something crazy is going on, or what. The bottom line is it's close, and so there's a process that you can vote by absentee. You call your circuit clerk's office, they mail you a ballot, and then the circuit clerk's office has until it would have been this last Wednesday at 5 o'clock for that ballot to return back to them. It's still got to be postmarked election day, but it gives the opportunity for all the ballots to get in, and they know how many have gone out and what's come in, and then those circuit clerks are responsible for reporting the final results by today at 5 o'clock. So normally these elections are called because it doesn't really matter what comes in. It's one way or the other. But this has been close, and so that's why people have been hesitant to call it, because we're still waiting on these ballots. There's 300 out. Jennifer Branning, from what I understand, is 1,000 ahead. So Math
let's just, in the
There's
right corner.
700.
Jeff Tate, do you want to call it? Do you want to be the first in the state?
Yeah, I mean, she has won. It's not officially official yet, but that's why.
And there's only 300 possible votes.
And if they all go to kitchens, you still win by 700.
Right. But that's been some of the hesitation. We haven't had all of those counts. You know, they've been reporting them live as they have come in. And so it wasn't originally that big of a gap. And so as they've come in, and that lead has strengthened for Branning. So everything indicates that she will win this race. But it is close. So you can see some people contesting it or things of that nature. But right now, the count indicates that Jennifer Branning has won.
That's my next question, as you were saying. Are we set up here for Kitchens to possibly contest it or want to recount?
It's a close race. It wouldn't surprise me. Anytime it's, less than 1,000 or things, you want to look at all of it and make sure. But they've got to find specific votes that were done incorrectly or you've got to make a case for it. So I'm sure that they will look into that, and then we'll just go through that process at that time.
Well said.
Yeah.
We'll
see.
When do we officially, you think, get word on this?
Circuit clerks have to certify by 5 o'clock this afternoon. So they are going to post
Monday.
Their count at 5 o'clock today, and I would think that the media would pick it up at that time. So I would say this afternoon, that's when it's going to be officially called. Now, I don't know how long the other campaign has to contest or whatever, but that process will start. It's got 2 weeks.
So he could wait 2 weeks to give a conceding phone call and say,
and he may never give one.
Right.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So we're calling it Jennifer Branning has won.
All right. And when that becomes official, we'll pass that along to you. I'm not sure.
I said it is official.
Well, there you go. Julia's all over this. Wow. I'm not sure if this will work out, but and we do see this, and this is a way, and how America shops, how things go. You have to adjust with the future, the way things are going.
I don't like it.
And there's a lot of people that do this because of security. They feel safer being at home to where they place an order and they want it delivered to their homes.
Yeah.
If you've got a local business and you don't do that yet, you should highly consider, and I'm being straight up, if you've got a local business, you should consider hiring someone that delivers your products to someone, because the national chains are doing it. Dollar General has started a pilot. Now, I don't know how the person who stacks the store, runs a register, is also going to be able to get in the car and deliver.
Be back in 15 minutes. Signs will be hanging on all the Dollar General.
They're going to have to sublet that part of the business out because they cannot run that store and deliver at the same time.
And pull orders.
No,
God bless them. But that is the next step with Dollar Generals. Their pilot stores of 75 so far have begun doing this, and they're going to ease into this. Because,
so they just did one county?
Yeah, that was one city, I think.
Half of one.
Yeah.
So expect that. And I do mean that. If you've got a business, you really should sit back and consider adjusting how you do, because with crime and the way things are in America, people like it brought to their home.
But you think about that. I'm going.
Okay.
Because I'm old-fashioned.
All right.
You're bringing the crime to your house, because that's all you hear about now is they're stealing these packages off of people's porches. They're watching and seeing where they deliver stuff. You just took the crime from the central location out into the neighborhoods because they're riding around stealing stuff. Now, that's just my opinion.
Some say they were going to break into it anyway.
Well,
I don't have the answer to all that, and I brought that up. Was it yesterday before, to where something does need to be designed to where you have a drop off at your home that can't be broken into, to where porch pirates can't take it.
They've made some different boxes and stuff like that. Yeah, they've got
that's
stuff
a crying shame. That is a crying shame that you can't leave something on your porch. I can tell you how to fix it, but I ain't on here because I don't want to. You can take an old man climbing stand, get in the yard, and you ain't got to get all of them, just one of them. The rest of them will take note.
But that is where America is going, and you're right. Some of these places have invented. It looks like a mailbox that they would put it in, but it just hadn't caught on yet. But all of America, if you come up with the right one, you will be a millionaire.
Well, people don't want to order one and have it mounted at the front of their house pay for it, and then have boxes put inside of it. Unless they've had something stolen from their porch, they don't think they need one. And that's the way people are thinking.
I think you need it, though. Did y'all see the argument that happened yesterday as they were cross-examining someone with Secret Service over where he was and what they were doing when Trump's assassination? Oh, it got ugly. I mean, bad ugly. He was, were you in charge? And the guy did not want to answer. He just kept sidestepping, and he pulled up a picture and he goes, were you in charge? And he still wouldn't answer. And it was a shouting match there at the Senate. Who wins in the end, I don't know. But there's change coming to CIA and all of that all the way around as we look at that. Do you remember in Missouri, the Orlando? It was a team from Missouri that was on a ride at.
I remember something about that. Yeah.
And he fell off the Ferris wheel?
Yes.
Yeah. The family's been awarded $310 million for that death.
Wow.
Oof. Still not worth any penny of that, whatever they got. It was not, as we look at a few headlines that are coming across America. Let's see here what else locally that we have missed this morning.
I got to say a big thank you to everyone that asked and prayed for my daughter yesterday. She's doing great. She's at home. Got home yesterday, late yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening, resting. She's still in a little bit of pain, but doctors are happy. She's doing great. January 1st, they're really going to start with her age. They're going to be very aggressive with her chemo and radiation. But I just want to say thank y'all for your prayers, because every one of them were felt, they were heard, and God answered. So thank y'all.
Yeah, glad for the update on that.
That's
Glad
some good news.
It really is, you know.
Had a fender bender yesterday, 7th Street and 29th Avenue, as we look at this, as we pull that up.
Old TV repair shop. Y'all remember
Yes, sir.
that? You don't see those anymore.
Got bumped there, that car there, and
Nah, you throw that TV away now. You don't
Go
fix
get a
it.
nuttin'.
2 packs of Newport, you get a new TV.
that's the way things work there. We also had a small little incident on I-20. Let's pull this up. We went to the scene yesterday of what was going on here. This is a 18-wheeler that was there.
Somebody.
What do you call that piece of equipment there, Greg?
Farm equipment,
I'd
like a
say
hay baler.
looked like a baler or a combine, a
And
baler
then we
or
had
something.
several little cars involved in that little boo-boo there that happened on I-20.
I seen it. I just didn't get a picture of it. I'm sorry.
I can't believe you done me that way.
I can't help it. It's just hard for me to drive and make pictures. And
As
eat,
slow as you go, you ought to have time to take
and eat a foot-long chili cheese dog. But, you know,
That's
I had to prioritize somewhere. Hey, we also
You got
have a
back on pork chops.
public service announcement today, too, because I knew you'd forget.
Okay, what is it?
Remember what the man asked you to say yesterday when we was at the Meridian Cycle place?
Where's your
That
help?
there's a rumor going around that a certain doctor is leaving Meridian, and he has no intentions on leaving Meridian.
Dr.
That would be
McKeever.
Dr. McKeever.
That's right.
Said
Yeah, we were
someone had
told.
started a vicious rumor that he was moving to Florida, and they just wanted to squish that.
That's right. He
Said
flew to
has-
Florida and came back.
Yeah, he has no.
He
at
just
this
went on
time,
vacation.
Has no intention of leaving Meridian.
That's right. I had to think just a
That's
second.
a scary thing. You ruin somebody's career like that because people start looking around. You know,
Why are you talking
at
like
this
this?
time he has no plans on leaving. Correct.
Listen to her.
I was trying to get my point across.
Okay. Sounds like you need a drink of Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
throat.
Might I add, I'd like to teach the world to sing.
That
Perfect
right
Harmony.
there. An ice cold Coca-Cola. This is mine, and my wife's is vanilla Coke. Greg's is a Diet Coke.
That's cold. You don't think you can
can't tell
maintain
it's
this
working or
drinking
nothing.
regular?
And Scotty Ray likes the glass Coca-Cola. And you can get this right here and support 2 things: the business you buy it from and Meridian Coca-Cola. You can't go wrong. Ice cold Coca-Cola.
That's right.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
There we go.
Welcome back. What happens when two cars try to fit in the same hole at once?
Sudden stop.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We had that yesterday.
Where's this at?
Ruh-roh, you would have to ask
40th
that.
Avenue.
40th Avenue.
Okay.
That's what we're going to go with.
Right there on that green sign.
Maybe they
Yeah, I
just,
read the sign.
as long as they don't move that sign to the next block, we'll be all right.
We major little fender bender there.
Ooh, ow.
It's 30th Street. Look at us.
Yes, we figured it out. But those things do happen all the time. And I sometimes lose track to how many I've been to. I can't lie, as George Washington said.
How many car wrecks do you go to a week?
There is.
All of them.
I would say 40.
There probably is.
I feel like business gets slow and he starts like swerving in and out of people.
Well,
Just
no,
to make some-
he carries some syrup and he pours out. The intersections will be slick.
Yeah, that didn't work out for me over here at Dogwood, did it?
Yeah, they've been looking for you.
I was waiting for a 12-car pileup.
Sits in the bushes in his camo with his camera.
Like Roscoe.
Yeah, let us know who you are before we call the federal EPA.
Yeah.
As we get ready for Christmas parades tonight, don't
Ho,
forget,
ho, ho.
5:30, and you're all invited tonight. I forgot to tell you.
Marion.
5:30.
All right.
Ride the.
Are you riding? Is Scotty Ray
yes.
riding in Marion?
We got to get the float finished being put together.
Who is we?
By 5:30.
Anybody in the room?
Oh.
That narrows it right down.
He asked
You got a
for
mouse
help
in your pocket?
3 hours before we're supposed to be there.
And I also need a truck for tomorrow night to pull it.
For tonight or tomorrow night?
The Scotty Ray mobile won't do it.
No, it's a gooseneck, and I don't have a gooseneck. I had somebody that can't make it now that was going to drive for us. So let's see here what else we got. We've got the big Christmas parade coming up over in Cuba, Alabama on the 14th. 11 o'clock. Hope you can make it for that one. As we come across, here is the Decatur parade for tonight that's going to be happening. I was looking for the time. 6 p.m.
Marshal of that.
I'm not.
It's going to be a lot of people there for that.
I grew up in Decatur. It's a lovely.
It absolutely, and they got awards. Hint, hint. We need one in
They
Meridian.
do have awards.
Big one with
It's a big
chili and
flex.
cheese. Man, what you talking
Now,
about?
here's our big parade route for tonight as it will begin.
No, tomorrow night.
Yes, you're right.
Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. I got
Close.
Meridian in that
Y'all
confused.
don't stay down there all night.
He got it in the
You'll get
right
cold.
month.
Yeah.
Ain't no telling what's going to come by tonight, but you might want to be there tomorrow.
You might be
night.
there for the shooting.
Y'all stop.
A lot of fun coming to Meridian as we get ready for that.
Are y'all riding in the parade tomorrow night?
Well, yeah.
Are you?
And I'm going to be on the coast. I'm not.
You
gonna
were
be here.
skipping the parade?
You've got a
I'm
broom
not.
up front just for that.
I'm not. I never said I was going to be in the parade.
I heard she was.
We all thought it.
Well, that's what you get for thinking.
All right,
don't
tell
know. I
Angie
never
to
said I
take-
was gonna do it.
Tell Angie to take the broom off.
Don't forget, we've also got some more Clark County Stonewall
I'm not
coming
gonna
up.
be in town.
And Enterprise. You're in town tonight.
Do you owe a
24
lot of-
hours,
do
that's all
you
I got.
You owe a lot of people or what? Because you stay hiding, you're gone.
I'm busy.
Fly
I'm
here,
busy.
fly there.
Hey, when you're a pilot, you can just.
And 'tis the season.
Did you know that we're getting a Whataburger in the state of Mississippi?
We've got one in Jackson.
Do we?
I drive by it every day.
You understand?
Well,
He's
Hernando
not-
has got one now. Those burgers are really
I love
good.
Whataburger.
I want awards.
Awards, they're kind of close. That's
I
the
got it on
closest.
my mind now.
Awards.
Yeah, I want awards.
We had
Big
two
one
of
with
them.
chili and cheese.
We used to have two of them.
Yeah.
They're pretty close there, but if you're going to be up there for that, let's see what else happened. We had somebody struck also in Jackson by a car. I-55, that would happen. Jones County had a school bus wreck accident yesterday. Several students were injured. They're going to be okay, but it was some injuries involved with that. So that was some of the big state stories that happened throughout the area yesterday as well there. We've got parades today, and don't forget, let's go back over this one more time here of what this is. You'll see these in town.
Yeah. go get you one. Now look, these aren't just pins. There's a pin on here that you can pin it on like this, but there's enough twine here or yarn that you can hang this on a Christmas tree as an ornament. You can put them on a present, or just give them to your friends. We're asking $5 a piece to go towards Barry White and his medical expenses and his home remodel. Look, we can't say thank you enough to Wally Starnes for what she's done and what she's provided. Every one of these handmade. One of the nicest ladies you'll ever meet. Doing this, doesn't want anything for them. Just said here.
That's right. 100% of that $5 goes to Barry.
Every
anything you give, I promise you, this ain't like a lot of things. It's asking for.
We're not taking 10% to cover
goes
this or nothing.
To him.
Yep.
I guarantee that.
Al's Garden of Gifts, he's got them. Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department's got them. A's Taste of Tie's got them. Greg's Fireworks has got them.
Clark County Courthouse.
Clark County Courthouse has got them, and I'm sure that and we're going to get some more locations over the weekend.
Scotty Ray Mobile will probably have
Scotty
a bucket
Ray
in it.
Mobile.
Right here.
Yep. So go get these, and if you just want to do $1, do $1. We're not going to say nothing.
Main things, if you see one of these, stop just a second, say a little prayer for Barry.
Amen.
And everybody this time of the year. You know,
that's right.
This is Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
You know, I want to bring this up before we close the show out. I think America, this is one of these horrifying situations where you just don't hear this very often. A CEO murdered in the streets of Meridian.
Not Meridian.
Meridian?
The nation.
New York.
Nation.
Yeah.
I got used to saying those two things together.
Shooting and Meridian, it just kind of slipped out.
It just slipped out. But the streets of America, a CEO murdered. A healthcare. He was the head of it. Multi-million-dollar company, and apparently whoever this is that has done this crime has blamed this guy for whatever reason. We don't know, but it has caused other healthcare officials to start scrubbing the pictures of their executives off of all of their websites.
So they caught the guy that did it?
No, supposedly they've got a cell phone that was dropped, and they found some bottled water that's got some fingerprints on it, and possibly a store where he bought this at. They think they know who he is.
There's the Crime Stoppers picture.
They hadn't got him yet. But he sat and waited. Perfect moment. He knew exactly where this guy was, his schedule, the whole 9 yards. When he,
I think there's going to be a documentary on this one.
It very well could be.
I mean, this is not random act of
No.
violence.
No.
This
No,
is
not at all.
specific for, and there's whether he was hired or what. There's a specific reason this occurred, and so I think it's going to be. There's a lot of details.
This is definitely pointing to a hired plot. It's almost like Yellowstone.
See, I don't, and they were talking about a merger. That was why he was there, was for a meeting of a big merger. But then there's a lot of people that are, they feel like their family didn't get the treatment or care that they were supposed to. That's a possibility. So it'll be interesting to find out the motive.
And I don't know everything that I'm fixing to say about this, but apparently there's insurance companies have been weighing in on cutting out the amount of anesthesia you have when you're having surgery.
Blue Cross Blue Shield up near Chicago, I think, is the first group up that way that says, okay, we're only going to pay for so much of the anesthesia, and then after that, they can either wake you up or you can pay for it yourself.
And that ain't going over too well.
No, that's bad.
Because when you're laying there in surgery, you don't want that kind of cut off.
Yeah, we're not through. But you gotta wake up and give me a credit card, fella.
Won't they quote you two different insurance plans? This is the half plan, and this is the whole plan.
Yeah, it hurts after this.
Yeah, I mean that's ridiculous, and that's something else. That's like automobile insurance. If you're paying for automobile insurance and you have a wreck, you would like a Chevrolet fender put on your Chevrolet truck.
There you go.
Not Ho Chi Minh from wherever aftermarket parts.
And that's what they do.
But if you want to do that, they should offer, okay, this is your premium for premium insurance, and this is your premium for aftermarket insurance.
I agree.
So if I want aftermarket insurance, that's what, I don't care if my truck's 20 years old. I drive a Ford, I want a Ford fender.
Yeah.
That's just me. Same way I'm paying for anesthesia, I want the whole thing.
I agree. But
You don't want to share it with the next guy.
I didn't know that, Greg. It was 2000. I hit a deer, and they didn't want to put it back on. It was a big argument.
No.
And I had to go with used parts to get
That's
an
right.
actual.
Well, Well, talk to Chet. Chet will tell you liable to go through 4 or 5 of these old fenders before you find one that fit. They're brand new out of the box, but they don't fit.
Chet will go to bat for you. He is a sponsor of this and a good guy because he will go to bat. He'll work for the insurance, work with the insurance company. You don't have to do nothing.
That's
Take your car to him. He'll come get it towed over there, and he will take care of all that paperwork. But he's going to make your car right before you get it.
That's right. He's going to get one that fits. He has to drill some new holes.
We have had a great time this morning. We want to say
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Have we got any birthdays that managed to
We've
get
got
in?
a few of them. We got Stephanie Hunter's got a birthday. Jenny Boyd, Donna Harper, Mickey McMahon's got a birthday. Greg Crane, Shirley Hutchison, and Jamie Robinson's got a birthday today. And I hit the button, got the Bible verse came up, and boy, it just kind of hits home. And we'll go to 1 John 4, verse 16. And we have known and believed the love that God hath to us. God is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God in him. Don't just love God, but love your friends, love your neighbors, love your family, and pray for every single person that you're in contact with. Smile, you'll make somebody's day better. Tell them that you're thinking about them. And always keep God in the forefront of your life and make him number one. And he will bless you till your cup runneth over. Y'all have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. We'll be back. We'll see y'all on the parade routes, but we'll be back Monday starting at 6:30. See you then.
A lot going on in Philadelphia, too, as I pull up that picture there. Lighting of the Christmas tree and lots of great activities.
Somebody
there.
just said their registers were down at Walmart in Philadelphia, too.
Well, they'll shut them suckers
Carry
down.
your patience with you.
Yeah,
Yes,
Charlie
sir.
Daniels got a birthday. James Ward's got a birthday. And Casey Tucker's got a birthday. So
We appreciate
Man,
y'all. We will
getting
see
them
you
in
at a
at the minute.
parade somewhere. Julia, any closing remarks from
Merry
you?
Say
Christmas.
something smart.
Nothing. I'm not coming back.
Snow? I hadn't heard about snow. No snow.
Nope.
Say okay.
It is in
You're gonna tell them later.
Scotty Ray's yard. But, but y'all have a good weekend. We love you. Merry Christmas. Smile at somebody that don't like you.
That's
It
right.
messes with their head.
Ooh, even when